race, can't none of y'all beat me. Boy, I'm so good, it feel like I'm cheating. A well of the storm, I feel like a season. This type of drive could push Lamborghinis. So get yourself signed and have your own sneaker. I'm in the van, I'm pushing the meter. A legend like John for everyday people. I got the heart of a champion. I got the blood of a winner. I don't know how to be stagnant. I got way too much ambition. I keep on beating statistics. How would I be denied? My only option is winning. I'm crossing the finish line. I am the greatest. Nothing can stop me now. The time has come for me to take my crown. I am a champion. No one can slow me down. The world is mine. Once I cross the finish line, I'm number one. I put myself in a place where nothing can top me. I feel like I'm space. It's bigger than profit, but still I get paid. My thinking colossal, not minimum wage. Talk to the laws like I know the way. Stay on my job like who need a break? It wasn't possible, I heard them say, but I'm like MacGyver to all my mistakes. Running back home, now look at the bases. Been winning so long, I feel like a native. I got what you want, but you cannot take it. I do what you don't, cause I'm more creative. I put me on, no help for your favors. I'm breaking the mold to show you the flavors. I got control, you can't enable. I'm using my flaws to make me the greatest. I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. Yeah, I'm number one. 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 Yeah, I'm number one. I'm number one. I am the greatest. Nothing can stop me now. The time has come for me to take my crown. I am a champion. No one can slow me down. The world is mine. Once I cross the finish line, I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. Yeah, I'm number one. Once I cross the finish line, I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. Yeah, I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. If I do it, then I'm doing it to death. Oh yeah, I'm influencing the ones that do it best. Oh yeah, started moving with the crew. You got a few, we got a slew. We trying to do what they said that we couldn't do. Oh yeah, I ain't living with regrets. Ain't no limits, ain't no rest. They want money, power, respect. I want more, I wanna be blessed. Yes. We want the legacy. We got the hope and we bring in the remedy. Working it steadily. We want the glory. We want the blessing. If I do it, I'ma do it for the glory. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna do it for me. Kill it every day up in the morning. It's a blessing, so I do it for the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, you know I do it for the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, ay, when I do it, yeah, I do it for the glory. For the real, I know how they used to feel. Now I'm here up in the field, making these moves, making these deals. I made something out of nothing. I ain't bluffing, no discussion. Look at the numbers, I've been hustling. Little rough around the edges, still I made it though. Still I just been laying low. Man, I just feel grateful though. I know where I come from, man, I ain't alone. Yeah, and I feel so blessed, too blessed to be stressed. And I'm with the day unos, they don't ride to the death. We got the legacy, we got the hope, and we bring in the remedy. Working it steadily. We want the glory, we want the glory. If I do it, I'ma do it for the glory. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna do it for me. Kill it every day up in the morning. It's a blessing, so I do it for the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, you know I do it for the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, ay, when I do it, yeah, I do it for the glory.
Don't get me started, I'm pleading. If this is a race, can't none of y'all beat me. Boy, I'm so good, it feel like I'm cheating. The well of the storm, I feel like I'm seasoned. This type of drive could push Lamborghinis. So get yourself signed and have your own sneaker. I'm in the band, I'm pushing the meter. A legend like John for everyday people. I got the heart of a champion. I got the blood of a winner. I don't know how to be stagnant. I got way too much ambition. I keep on beating statistics. How would I be denied? My only option is winning. I'm crossing the finish line.
I am the greatest. Nothing can stop me now. The time has come for me to take my crown. I am a champion. No one can slow me down. The world is mine. Once I cross the finish line.
I'm number one. I put myself in a place where nothing can top me. I feel like I'm space. It's bigger than profit, but still I get paid. My thinking colossal, not minimum wage. Talk to the loss like I know the way. Stay on my job like who need a break? It wasn't possible, I heard him say, but I'm like MacGyver to all my mistakes. Brought it back home, now look at the bases. Been winning so long, I feel like a native. I got what you want, but you cannot take it. I do what you don't, cause I'm more creative. I put me on, no help for your favors. I'm breaking the mold to show you the flavors. I got control, you can't enable. I'm using my flaws to make me the greatest. I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. Yeah, I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one.
And live from DeVos Fieldhouse here on DeVet Van Wieren Court. It's Matt Wayner and James Rogers here hosting the Glenn Van Wieren Classic, the inaugural tournament here, where we have Olivet College, DePauw University, Hope College, and Rose-Hulman here competing in a little bit of a round robin, Jimmer. And before we get into these teams here today, let's pay our homage to the great Glenn Van Wieren and all his time served here at Hope College. And what a wonderful career he had as the head coach here. As we look a little bit at his history, he was 660 and 219 in 33 years of Hope College men's basketball, and just an unbelievable presence here in the Holland community.
Most definitely. This is an awesome classic honoring GVW, Glenn Van Wieren, court named after him, 33 years as head coach here at Hope College. Great coach, even better person. His impact on the community and brings a smile anywhere he goes and word of encouragement. So this is an awesome weekend for him and for the college here at Hope, honoring him with this classic. I'm excited for a couple games tonight, Matt. This is fun to be in the headsets with you.
Yeah, and obviously Glenn, just such a great presence in this community. I had a chance, I saw him at the movie theater last year, and he doesn't know me from Adam. I said, hey, I just want to thank you. You've been such an influence here at Hope College. And he asked me so many questions about who I was, what do I do for work, and just so intentional with his time and energy. And I mean, that's an ode to what he's been able to be for Hope College. And in his tenure here, you see 21 NCAA Division III postseason tournaments, 17 MIAA championships, a storied career. And you and I have talked about some of those great teams that he coached, especially in the 90s, that are some of the best teams in Hope College history.
Oh, yeah. 2 runner-up finishes in the 90s, 96 and 98, third in 2008. And yeah, there are some standout moments guided by Van Wieren at Hope, and he's a 1964 graduate himself, 11 letters earned in his athletic career here as a Flying Dutchman in basketball, baseball, and cross country. Shout out to Glenn Van Wieren.
But we're going to direct our attention here to the matchup we have first in the 5 p.m. matchup. We have University of Olivet taking on DePauw University here at DeVos Fieldhouse. DePauw University, starting with them, Jim, are 4-6 on the season, 1-2. They come from the North Coast Athletic Conference, a conference that's going to be largely led by Worcester, who's already 3-0 in conference, and Denison at 1-0. They're a team that we'll talk a lot today. Both these teams early trying to find an identity. Olivet just 1-6 on the season before MIAA play. So when we're looking at this DePauw team, it seems like they're kind of still figuring out who their top prospects are going to be.
Yeah, I would say that. As you said, 4-6, and they had a couple games recently, really interesting swing of pace of games. They had Worcester on the 15th of December and put up just 53 points in a lopsided loss at Worcester, then came back at home, and the run and gun system of Greenville, they just put up 127 points on the 17th, just 2 days after that Worcester loss. So they're getting here to Holland, coming off a victory, 16-point win at home versus Greenville.
And within this Glenn Van Wieren Classic, they do have the win against Rose-Hulman, 67-57 on November 8th. And that's another team. Hope College obviously going to play them at 7 p.m. But as we look
good win.
Yeah, that's a good win. That
victory.
Rose-Hulman team is 6-3 on the year, and they look all but the best team in their conference respectively. Looking at Olivet here as we're about to get starting lineups here, Jimmer, they're just 1-6 on the year, have not played a conference game, just averaging under 60 points per game. And unfortunate for them, it's been a lot that they're still trying to figure out. That's 60 points a game is the 10th fewest in NCAA Division III so far this year.
Yeah, got to find ways to put the ball in the bucket. They are led by Sam Hargraves. He's a stellar coach. He really is. We've had so many battles with him, visiting Hope here and going to Alma. He was the Alma head coach for 8 seasons, and we're going to honor our country here.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the DeVos Fieldhouse here on the campus of Hope College for game number 1 of the inaugural Glenn Van Wieren Basketball Classic. Tonight's featured teams include the Comets of the University of Olivet and the DePauw University Tigers. Here tonight's starting lineups. First for the Comets at 1 forward, a 6'4" freshman from Grand Rapids, number 12, Porter Kretschmann. And at 1 forward for the Tigers, a 6'6" sophomore from New Albany, Indiana, number 12, Caleb Washington. At 1 forward for the Comets, a 6'7" sophomore from Farmington Hills, number 40, Lee Hardy. And at 1 forward for the Tigers, a 6'4" junior from Fishers, Indiana, number 24, Sam Jacobs. Starting at center for the Comets, a 6'10" sophomore from Holland, number 50, Connor Skipper. And at center for the Tigers, a 6'8" sophomore from Fishers, Indiana, number 2, Ref Stevenson. Starting at 1 guard for the Comets, a 6'1" sophomore from Flint, number 23, Nathan Richardson. And at 1 guard for the Tigers, a 6'1" junior from Bloomington, Indiana, number 1, Patrick Joyce. And at the final guard spot for the Comets, a 5'9" senior from Friedland, number 30, Nolan Finkbeiner. And at the final guard spot for the Tigers, a 6'5" senior from Lamont, Illinois, number 34, Kyle Lilwitz. The University of Olivet is coached by Sam Hargraves. DePauw University is coached by Rusty Lloyd. Your officials this evening, Todd Frazier, Pat Stegman, and Corey DeGroot.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up.
Back here at DeVos. Here at the tip-off now, that's Skipper, obviously the Zeeland East graduate, Jimmer, who we were able to watch him a little bit in high school, obviously coming out from this area, and a couple other West Side guys we've gotten to see that are now here at Olivet. And it's going to be in the hands of Nathan Richardson, guard for Olivet, to lead things off. Richardson, 11.5 game, and that one's off the mark. That shot's going to be by Finkbeiner. Going the other way, here's DePauw, and in the corner. Trap there by Olivet, getting their hands all over it. Here comes Finkbeiner.
I like that defense. They're showing trap early. It's always fun to see early on, okay, what are the defensive setups and then the pace that the teams play at.
Olivet really trying to use their size to their advantage, trying to go down to Skipper. Skipper 6'10", but that's going to be a turnover going the other way for DePauw.
Yeah, 6'10", 6'7", starting for the Comets.
Another turnover, and here's Richardson going the other way. Richardson, stop and pop. Yep. First 2 points for Nathan Richardson.
Nice control there by the sophomore ball handling, and then the clean pull up there for 2.
So it's Joyce and Caleb Washington kind of heading up the offense here for DePauw, and they're going around the wings now. That's Sam Jacobs, Kyle Lilwitz. Sam Jacobs really got hot the last 4 games, hurt early in the season. But in the last few games here, he's averaging 15 points a game.
Yeah, leading scorer for the Tigers. Got to be nice to have number 24 back in the lineup.
And there's Lee Hardy is going to get his first foul call there. Out in the corner there to Jacobs. Around the wing now, and there's Joyce.
Sometimes these zones confuse offenses. It's interesting, a 2-3 there from Olivet, really throwing off DePauw.
Too strong on the pass there. That pass by Washington, trying to get it down to Ref Stevenson. Just a little tough. So here's heading up offense. Here's Finkbeiner. High ball screen off of Connor Skipper. Just out Skipper, 3-pointer. Off the mark. Rebound is brought down by Caleb Washington, moving with pace the other way. Joyce looking for the high ball screen. And they're just trying to pass through that 2-3 zone.
Yeah, you got to keep cutting. It's something against the zone that you think you start standing around too as an offense, but you can still backdoor cut, set screens on a zone. So I'm sure that'll be conversation the Tigers here are going to have soon. Coach Lloyd talking about, okay, movement on offense too, even though we're facing this zone defense.
Right, being able to move that ball into the middle. They tried there. Just the hands of the Olivet defense were too tough. Here's Richardson. It's blocked on the way up by Joyce, and he gets the rebound. Out to Jacobs in transition. Jacobs dribble driving off the mark. Rebound. It's brought down by Olivet. It's in the hands of Porter Kretschmann. Kretschmann, skipper, another three-point try. Yes.
Man, 6'10" and shooting like that. Wow.
It's a big shot there by Skipper. 5-0 is the early Olivet lead. Coach Lloyd's going to want to take a timeout, settle things down for DePauw. So early here, just in the first few minutes of this half, Jimmer, it's really been a lot of that. I don't think DePauw really expected Olivet to start out in that 2-3 zone.
No, it looked like there was a lot of confusion. You know, you break down film tape, game film, and prep for these contests and see if they mix it up, 2-3, man-to-man. Kind of confusing, like I said earlier, the DePauw offense as they're trying to find first points. The Tigers down 5-0 early.
5-0, early lead here by DePauw. Now Olivet setting up early full court pressure now. See if they can trap.
We've seen Skipper with a couple of three-point attempts already for Olivet, the 6'10" sophomore. With
And a block there
Yeah.
to add by Skipper. Just comes up behind ref Stevenson for the block.
You wonder, does he shoot the deep ball much? Well, he does. He's second on the team in three-point attempts, 7 of 20 coming into tonight's contest.
7 of 20 is not bad, especially for 6'10" guy. If he can stretch it out there and he's comfortable with it, you don't mind him shooting.
That pick and pop, that really lethal offense for Olivet.
Dish out Lilwitz, three-point try. Lilwitz is off the mark. And that's Kretschmann that came down with the rebound. Out to Nate Richardson. Richardson knifing through defense now. Here's Finkbeiner setting it up for that high ball screen. Dish out Skipper. Dribble handoff. Here's Nate Richardson. Picks it up, gets it back to Skipper. Skipper, two-point try.
Wow.
That's money. It's money for him.
Hey, he's familiar with this area of Michigan, isn't he? Zeeland, he's not too far away, hometown.
It's easier for him to have a lot of his friends and family here at DeVos, just 10 minutes from where they live, and he's got 5 of their first 7. Olivet sticking with that 2-3 zone. Lilwitz has room to work. Yeah. He gets that first three-pointer, and DePauw is on the board.
Important, seeing ball go through the net, 3 ball.
Lee Hardy settling for an early shot clock 3 off the front iron. Here's Lilwitz going the other way. Yeah, three-pointer, just like that. DePauw's back in it. That's Caleb Washington that knocks that one down.
Yeah, Lilwitz and Washington came into today averaging the same exact amount of points, just under 12, 11.9 points per game for those two.
And it's been, DePauw has kind of been a my turn, your turn when it comes to whether it's Washington, Stevenson, Joyce, Jacobs, Lilwitz. All those guys been around 10 a game average. Skipper easily fights off Stevenson for that rebound. Here's Nate Richardson in transition. Finkbeiner, round to Kretschmann. Kretschmann down to Hardy. DePauw just settling that man-to-man. That one's too strong. Rebound brought down by Lilwitz. Comes Jacobs, setting up offense the other way. Corner 3, Washington, no. Rebound brought down by Kretschmann. And Skipper, once again, he's comfortable and he's getting hot.
That is smooth. That's just fun to watch. What, he's got 7 already now?
Yeah, he's got 7, and he just looks so comfortable. It just looks like he so clearly doesn't feel like, whether it's Washington or Stevenson on him, that they really can guard him. Nice pass down. Stevenson almost thunders that one home.
A meeting at the rim. See, that's that movement we want to see more of from DePauw. Kind of high post right at the free throw line and then a cut. getting in that dunker spot. That's some good action there from the Tigers.
So there's going to be a timeout here on the floor. We're under 15 minutes. That's going to be a immediate timeout. 9-6. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here in a sec.
Yeah, my name is Travis Williams. I'm the CEO of the ODC Network. I graduated from Hope in 1998. I studied biology, and then I also played football. In order to be successful, people really need more than just the academic experience, but they need people to come alongside them and help them, coach them, mentor them. I find that Hope College has just been one of the best examples of being able to do that anywhere.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to help share Hope stories of transformational impact.
Back at Voss, here's Stevenson at the free throw line. 9-6 is the Olivet lead, and it's been a whole lot of Connor Skipper so far. He's got 7, and he averages 12.3 a game, like you said. So he's already halfway there. And it looks like we got a sub in, a couple of subs in here for Olivet. Let's see if we can get all these numbers for you. Here we got number 4, Braden Wine. Number 3, Sam Howard. Number 0, Evan Hannen. Number 14, Aiden Hathaway, in now for Olivet. Looks like that was the putback by Braden Wine, the sophomore from Olivet.
Calling for and one on that.
On the shot by Hathaway. And in guard now for DePauw. Let's get that sub in there. That's Joe Smith from Mishawaka. He's off the mark. Another sub in for Olivet. That's Vince Nixon from Kansas City, Missouri. Shot off the mark by Hannen. Rebound now in transition for DePauw. Lilwitz, 3-point, corner try. That's his second.
That's good fundamentals right there. Catch it in the corner, pump fake, get your defender pretty much out of bounds, and calm shot there. Ball.
Shoots a lot of three-pointers. He shot 51 so far this year, shooting under 40%, but that will get it done when you're shooting at that clip. Skipper.
Oh.
Wow, everything is falling for him.
Give it to him.
Man.
Double figures now for the big man.
Washington around the wing now. It's Brady Kunka in the game now. This shot try, and that's going to be a turnover there on Hathaway, going the other way.
That was a nice board there from Hathaway. Just lost his balance there as he's rushing back the other way on offense.
So Joe Smith is fouled on the way up. Let's see who they called that one on. Smith gets the first one to go.
First foul there on Skipper's.
Right, so that's going to be on Skipper. Back in the ball game, Nate Richardson. So that's Braden Wine that's going to take a seat on the bench. They're also going to bring Hardy back in the game now. Joe Smith, second one is good too.
Also entering the line for comments number 40, Hardy.
Skipper getting his first breather after scoring 10 of the first 14 for the Comets.
Leading the charge there, that's Sam Howard trying to drive now on Washington. Around the way down to Hardy. Nice pass, Hardy to Richardson. Richardson, gotta love his game, Jimmer. What have you seen so far from him that shows you why he's 13 a game?
Well, that cut is great. I mean, reading the double team on his teammate, and I love that from Hardy as well. He knows the double's there. Someone's got to be open. That's a great cut by 23.
in this 2-3 zone. They're just moving around trying to trap. Ooh, and that's a nice, comfortable look there. That's Vince Nixon, the freshman from Kansas City, that gets one to go.
Yeah, use his height to his advantage on that bucket.
Hardy picked up his dribble, got away with a travel there. He's going to get the high ball screen. Sam Howard off the mark. Rebound brought down by Nixon. Going the other way, DePauw. Lilwitz, corner. Joe Smith driving, picks it up. Lilwitz, three-point try. Off the mark.
He's ready to shoot it, though. Got to keep putting it up.
Keep shooting it, keep shooting it. He's good at it. At 36%. Richardson going the other way.
Watch the double here again. He's backing down.
And Hardy definitely just, when he gets trapped down there, it seems like it really frustrates him. He's not a good enough ball handler to appear like he could handle that trap, so he's got to get rid of the ball. Because once he gets his eyes down, he starts putting the ball on the floor, he's going to get frustrated.
Yeah.
So another timeout here, 16-14. Olivet leads with 11:25. Like you said, I mean, DePauw, they're starting to hit their shots. Lilwitz getting going a little bit. But Jimmer, it doesn't appear that they're really that comfortable.
DePauw, yeah, it's taking some time here again. Almost halfway through the first half, we saw that quick 5-0 start from Olivet. And you need some repetitions, you need some possessions against the zone to start to read it, okay, figure out your actions. And here now with the 2-point game, we're in a close one. It's okay, you just got to calm down the guys and point out the good that they're doing and staying disciplined. Like you were talking about the traps there on Hardy, it's a difficult thing not to get too rushed or panicked when you get trapped, and that's a thing that coaches really press home is, hey, don't go crazy, don't just chuck the ball or freak out because you're getting trapped. Stay composed and look up, keep your eyes alert because someone's going to be open, and it's on the other teammates too to be making cuts, to call them for the ball, help out your trapped teammate any way you can.
And on the other end of the ball, I mean, they're just struggling to guard Skipper. Skipper's been comfortable out beyond 12 feet as much as he is within it, and I think the majority of his game has been down in the post. As you see him start to get going here, it's just about fouled. They bring in a sub there. Here guarding now Skipper as he's trying to get going. They're going to call that on Divine Adiyanu from West Lafayette. Apologies to his family if I did not say that correctly. Adiyanu. That's his first foul. He comes in off the bench for some defensive effort here. Skipper gets first to go. He's got 11 now. Gets the second to go as well. He's already at his average, so he'll assumedly blow by that here today.
Yeah, that average is going to increase, already is, as we're not even 9 minutes into the first half and he's already eclipsed his average.
So Finkbeiner's called on that foul. It's going to be his first foul. Here's Joe Smith heading up offense here. Around the wing. Down to Nixon. Nixon going to work on Skipper. Out now to the shooter. It's Kunka. Lilwitz back to Kunka. And that 2-3 zone is active. Lilwitz trying to shoot over Skipper. Can't get it to go. Skipper gets the board. Here's Richardson with speed. A little runner in the lane. So many aspects of his game I really like. Although he's undersized, he's so quick, and he just knows how to get a bucket.
Yeah, it's a polished game. That touch you just saw on that floater, running his own fast break. I like the pace of that too. Skipper getting it out to his teammate.
Nice by Nixon there. Skipper can't get the rebound. Divine Adiyanu trying to make that play, and he's going to be fouled. Looks like they're going to get Evan Hanen on that foul. So Hanen's going to come out of the game, junior, and they'll put the freshman Sam Howard. Sam Howard from Detroit Catholic Central, 6'2" guard.
How about the leading scorers for Olivet, Matt, right now? Richardson and Skipper two leading scorers on the season, 12.3 a game apiece, and they got 18 of the 20 for the Comets right now.
I'd say that's a big recipe for them, especially on their way trying to make it past 60. Is going to be a recipe for success for them. They're going to need to be in the 70 to 80 range. Richardson trying to go on that high ball screen. I'm sure him and Skipper love each other, the way they're trying to pick and roll, especially when Skipper's hitting three-pointers.
Yeah. When you have that chemistry, it makes the game a whole lot of fun.
Howard, high ball screen, driving, dishes out to Finkbeiner. Finkbeiner, 3 seconds left on the shot clock, so they're going to have to get something up. See if they can get it down to their big man. Lob it up there to him. Skip,
Jeez.
easily, so tall. And he turns to his own bench to say, I'm unguardable.
There was a hand up there, contested.
And he still shot over it. That was really funny. Hey, those are the tidbits you get when you're at the scorer's table. Down to Adiano.
Skipper 14, DePauw 14.
Corner, Lilwitz off the mark.
Got to start finding those. You're going to keep having those looks against the zone, but if you're going to have more misses than makes, you need to keep to the zone.
Finkbeiner out. Skipper puts the ball on the floor. Here's Kreshman. Out to Howard. Howard driving, trying to get room. And they're going to get over and back call there. A bad pass there by Howard. 22-14, Olivet leads. Coach Lloyd just yet to really have an answer for breaking that 2-3 zone.
Nice start for Olivet. As we said, just one win coming into this game today, 1-6 on the season, so to have an 8-point cushion now over halfway through the first half against a tough DePauw Tigers team, it's got to be encouraging for Hargraves and his staff.
I totally agree, especially for a team that's trying to head in the MIAA that is going to be up for grabs.
Hargraves almost got a piece of that shot. He was right there in the corner with his hands up.
I know we've seen years of him, whether it be at Alma or Olivet, the theatrics that come with him, but it's fun because his players that play for him absolutely love him. The way that he's engaged, the way that he plays, it's exciting.
Yeah, 8 seasons as a Scots head coach, highlighted by that 2016 tournament run to the Elite 8.
It was a team. DJ Beckman, Jason Beckman, and a host of others. That team was so good.
They were tough.
Ooh, Richardson, stop and start. That was pretty.
Yeah.
He took that out of Trey Donaldson's book from Michigan. He hit him with a sham god for a minute.
Goodness. 8 now for Richardson.
Just DePauw moving it the other way. That one's short, but a nice board there. It's by Mason Wickman from Eaton Rapids. Skipper dishes out to Richardson. Olivet leads by 10. Wickman out. Kreshman, three-point try. Yeah. Nothing but net.
Yeah, I was excited coming into this one, Matt, to watch his game. The freshman, Porter Kreshman, that lefty stroke there, gets 3 to go.
And he can get that go. It's been all Olivet here in the first half.
Kreshman not too far from his hometown, from Grand Rapids, went to Coopersville High School, freshman number 12.
So Billy Batch here in the ball game now for DePauw, and that's Jacobs. Wow. They need him to get hot.
Yes, they do.
He hits a three-point try, and he's been quiet so far, but for his first 3 points of the game, they needed that one like they needed air. Richardson going to work. Two-pointer. Ooh, just deep. He learned that from Michael Jordan. It's that step back, push off, Utah Jazz, game 6, 97.
Iron Russell.
Good look by Patrick Joyce. A couple Olivet players fighting for it off the hands of Hanen. So it's going to stay with DePauw. There's going to be another timeout here. Looks like a media timeout. We got 6:28 to play. Olivet leads by 10, 27-17. We will take a break. Be right back.
you thinking about buying, selling, or refinancing? Your title agency matters, and you have a choice. Lighthouse Title started in Holland, Michigan more than 20 years ago and has grown to over 45 locations. We are proud to be local in these communities. Visit Lighthouse Title for more information and use our online widget Louis the Lightkeeper to chat with someone today about how we can help you close on your new home.
Back here at DePauw, 27-17. It's the current Olivet lead here at DeVos. In Jimmer, it's just been a lot of Olivet getting comfortable. I like the way they're attacking offensively. Skipper has not hesitated whatsoever. Neither has Richardson. But DePauw just kind of struggling to get shots to fall and to attack through a 2-3 zone. They're just struggling to shoot out of it.
Yeah, they are. It's tough when the buckets aren't falling, and you know, be a tale of two halves, of course, as we're 6:28 left in the first. But yeah, DePauw hoping you had more points on the board at this point, of course, but power of the three ball, they could hit a couple here, and it's back to a 4-point game like that.
Joyce around the corner, nice dish down to Stevenson, and one.
I think that's the action they got to keep going to. They've done that a few times now.
That looked like a set play almost coming out of that timeout.
Yep.
Just get confidence builder.
Stevenson in that dunker spot. He's ready to slam it a couple times now. We're waiting for one to flush.
You got to pass through and shoot through that 2-3 zone as best you can. Can't get that one to go. Kreshman with the rebound. Going the other way, it's Hanen. Out to Kretschmann, top of the key. It's guarded by Caleb Washington. Dish down to Hardy. Hardy guarded by Stevenson. Richardson thinks about it, puts the ball on the floor. Hanen, three-pointer. Almost. Rims in and out. Here's DePauw going the other way. Joyce to Jacobs, to Caleb Washington. Down to Joyce. Dribble driving. Trying to work over Hardy, but that's just a mismatch, and nice steal by Jacobs. Fouled on the way up.
That's good read by Sam Jacobs right there with the steal, and then taking it to the rack, getting to the free throw line.
So they got Lee Hardy on the foul, his second foul here today. And that's a good move as they're trying to use their guard in Joyce to kind of be that pick middleman that you put at the free throw line and say, let's get it down to him and let's pass through this. It's probably their best ball handler.
That opens so much when you get it there. You get the corners, you get three-point shooters, and then
everybody's got to be ready to cut. Yep. You know, I mean, you can talk till you're blue in the face. Anybody who's played basketball knows, you know, generally how to break through that 2-3 zone with that guy in the middle right there, but nonetheless, here's Finkbeiner going the other way. Skipper puts the ball on the floor with strength, with confidence. He's got 16.
Tough finish. Two defenders collapsing. As the one-on-one defender, you have to respect the three-point shot. He can get the ball on the deck, too, and take it to the rack. He's tough.
He's hit enough deep shots that you have to guard him out there now, and that is opening up his offensive game tremendously. Wickman gets the ball out to Finkbeiner.
That he's always looking to screen and roll.
He's doubled now, Skipper, and now he knows everybody else is open. They're doubling him every time he drives.
Yeah.
Hanen gets it down, going to work now. Yeah, tough two-pointer for Braden Wine.
That's strength.
Braden Wine, sophomore from Olivet. Lilwitz just pickpocketed. Pickpocketed there by Wickman. Finkbeiner out. Wickman, three-pointer, almost.
I like that look. That's a good screen from zero. Hanen, that play there, open up the shooter. Just didn't get the fall, but I think more of that is a good thing for Olivet to do with the screen, get the shooters open.
Mason Wickman gets called for that foul. He's going to come out of the game now. Richardson's going to come back in. 31-20 here. Good minutes there off the bench by Wickman. Wickman, the senior from Eaton Rapids. Small school just south of Lansing. And Lilwitz gets that one to go. He's leading scoring for DePauw with 7. Gets the second one to go. He's got 8 now.
How about his free throw percentage on the season, Matt? 2 more to go there. He is now 33 of 34 from the line on the season.
That's really, really good.
All but automatic.
Fantastic shooters. He's been great from 3 too. Skipper, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And he's going to get called for the tech. You saw it right there in front of the scorers table. The camera didn't have eyes on him. Skipper blew a kiss to Stevenson right in his face after he hit the 3.
Some taunting going on.
Some taunting, yeah.
And Hargrave's not happy about that one.
Yeah, he asked him what he did. And Skipper just said, I blew a kiss to him. He's a funny kid, man. As he's laughing with his 19. Coach about it. Yeah, he's got 19 in the first half, man. He has just been on fire. That was funny. Stevenson's laughing about it, too.
Well, yep, you got to send 34 to the line. Have to.
Yeah, send him there until he misses, right? 34 to 35 on the season. And this is our chance to tell us, you know, Jimmer and I, we've had a history. We're Hope College graduates. We've had a chance to be able to see how many free throws we can make out of 100. I'm usually trying to get in that 75 to 85 range. You might be working more towards 90 to 95.
Definitely.
So just to let people know out there, we're no slouches at the free throw line, but we're also, I don't think we're quite at the Kyle Lilwitz level yet.
I wouldn't say so. My gosh.
Do you want to go shot for shot with him?
Jeez. In competition now, what, 35 of 36?
Shot for shot, just not even in a game. Just
I go up against him.
You'd go up against him shot for shot.
Try it. See what I can do
outside
versus Lilwitz.
Outside of gameplay.
But 97% gameplay, what can he do in practice?
Lilwitz, 3-pointer, needed it. Stevenson, nice board. Just about fouled on the way up, but they don't call anything in Washington. Gets the put back. DePauw is back in this game, 26-34 now.
I think something like that, second chance opportunities are going to be super important for DePauw to get back into this one. Like you saw that offensive rebounds, getting the ball back in the bucket.
DePauw is not hurting. They just got to start seeing the ball go in the bucket. Finkbeiner, 3-pointer, yeah!
You know, that's set up by a skipper. We talked about the screening. That's a ball screen. Finkbeiner took advantage and canned the 3.
Skipper is just affecting this game tremendously on both sides of the floor. Rebounding, defensively being that anchor down there. Stevenson just having trouble, and he gets the putback.
Second chance again. Offensive rebounds important now as DePauw gets it to within 9 with that bucket.
Finkbeiner driving, kind of out of control there. That's going to be off Finkbeiner, another turnover. Hardy coming in the ball game.
Timeout on the floor. Media timeout.
We'll stay here a minute. 37-28. Jimmer, that's the lead here by Olivet University. It's been a whole lot of Skipper. He's got 19, like you said. When you talk about his game and the way he's affected it so far, I think after he hit those first couple 3-pointers, it just looked like that opened up the offense for everybody else to feel really, really comfortable.
Yeah, when you see those shots falling, for everybody, it's a confidence boost. Skipper is going to keep letting it fly, and that can give him this encouragement. Okay, when I don't have the ball on offense, I'm going to set screens, set up my teammates. I'm going to hustle on both ends of the court. He leads the team in blocks this season. Like you said, his defensive presence, that will be there all night as well. At 6'10", how can it not be? So to see his offensive game going like this, sophomore from Zeeland, this is really impressive.
And Jimmer, to your point, I think this Olivet team, they're no slouch offensively. It appears to me probably what's happening in these other games. They're getting down so early. They're just running out of options where you kind of have to chuck up bad shots. When they're able to get this early lead against DePauw, they look really comfortable because it looks like they now have confidence in the way that they can set up offense running through Skipper because it's going so well.
Yeah, it's my first time seeing Olivet in person this season, really at all this season, and in the research leading up to this, if I don't know anything about them, I would not have guessed that they lost 6 of their first 7 on the season. This is a really nice showing from the Comets.
DePauw just keeps working through that 2-3. Lilwitz off the mark, and that is hard work, Olivet defense. Richardson going the other way, working on Joyce. Gets it out to Finkbeiner.
Some players there, they would keep forcing. Richardson, I like the composure there, the patience, just getting it back out to Finkbeiner.
Richardson dish out. Finkbeiner, 3-point try. Off the mark. Rebound by Hardy. Dish out,
Yeah.
Richardson. Yeah!
He is so
Wow.
active, Richardson. He knows what's going on at all times. That cut again after the Hardy rebound.
No lie, man. That's awesome there by Richardson. Jacob off the mark.
That's a rise and fire there from Jacobs. He's going to keep shooting that. Again, leading scorer for
They got to
DePauw.
get him going for sure. Dribble handoff. Nate Richardson off the mark. 39-28. We're under 2 to play here. Joyce gets it out to Caleb Washington. Trying to go to work on Finkbeiner. Dishes out to Lilwitz. Joyce, 3-point try. Yeah! Got that one to fall.
Nice find from Lilwitz. Out deep, 3 ball again. Now you're within 8.
Here's DePauw. Hanging around, hanging around. Nate's fouled there. Looks like that one's on the floor. Because Olivet's had 10 fouls. DePauw just 4.
Yeah, lopsided look there at the foul number.
And it's just all the ways that they're attacking Stevenson the big. Ooh, nice by Kreshman, but he's blocked on the way up by Washington. Going the other way. Here's DePauw. First out. That's Kunka. Washington. Dishes out, and that's stolen by Kreshman. Kreshman 2-on-1. Yeah,
Jeez.
takes it up and under with his left. That's pretty by the freshman.
Yeah, just taking it all by himself, that fast break. Nice finish from number 12.
Lilwitz gets it down to Washington. Washington trying to go to work. Just uncomfortable shots, struggling to get Stevenson going. Once again, off the hands of Olivet. So we'll stay for possibly shot clock differential with the game clock, just 1 second now.
Yep. Coach Lloyd there calling for 1 shot, so they are going to hold this right until the very end of the shot clock. Yeah, they're nearly identical shot and game clock.
Take it. I'm down.
Washington down. Stevenson doubled. It's just turned over.
Wow.
Time expiring.
Oh.
Richardson almost gets that one to go, and what a fantastic half by Olivet. We will stay here for a minute, break down that half before we send you on to break. 41-31, Olivet University leads DePauw, and I'll tell you what, this was not the DePauw team I was expecting. A team that averages 59.3 points per game, already has 41. It's Connor Skipper with 19, of course, but you got to add in what Richardson's doing, and everybody just looks comfortable, ready to shoot, ready to do their job.
Yeah, the 2 leading scorers for Olivet combined are nearly outscoring the opponent. DePauw as a team, 29 combined for Richardson and Skipper to DePauw's 31. And like you said, Olivet averaging under 60 a game this season, on pace for over 80. We've said the word impressive several times already, describing this Comet charge, and you saw the swarming defense there on that last possession, as again Coach Lloyd really wanted the last shot there for DePauw, but to no avail as Olivet got the ball and Richardson nearly with the buzzer beater to end the half. But wow, really from a one-win team, 1-6 Olivet to start the season, this is maybe not what we were expecting, a 10-point lead over DePauw at the half.
Olivet shooting 53% from the field, 41% from three. They're just 2 of 2 from the free throw line. On the other end of things, DePauw 27% from the field, 33% from three, 8 of 11 from free throw. The rebound battle has been pretty much even, but other than those things, I mean, DePauw, they've had the lead the entire game, essentially, and they haven't looked back yet.
No, got to keep this momentum going into the second half. As we said, tale of two halves. A lot can happen still in 20 minutes of gameplay.
So we'll take a break. Just a reminder, Hope versus Rose-Hulman will be the 7 p.m. game tonight here in the Glen Van Wieren Classic, and then tomorrow, 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. games. So we'll continue to remind you guys throughout the entirety of the tournament. We'll be with you the rest of this evening tonight. I will be here tomorrow. So let's break for halftime. We'll be back in about 12 minutes.
There are over 5,000 colleges and universities in the United States alone, and nearly every single one of them is named after a location or a historical figure. But along the shores of Lake Michigan, there is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is hope. It is so easy to get lost in what this world lacks, to become discouraged by its needs, gaps, and flaws. Can we see beyond the uncertainty and brokenness? At Hope College, we do. Not by ignoring the world as it is, but by learning and living with the belief that this is not the world as it should be, by driving to understand, to unlock clarity, to amplify truth, by leading with inspired compassion, by embodying a vision that illuminates greater opportunity for all, by serving with anchored conviction, using our collective gifts to offer this world what it needs most. Hope. Not simply hope as a desire, but hope as a way of being. Because hope has changed the way we see the world. And hope drives us to change the way the world is. Because hope shapes our calling. Because hope inspires our dreams. Because hope empowers our talents. Because hope frees us to try. Because hope transforms what we believe, transforms how we act, transforms who we are. At Hope College, we know this life-altering grace is a gift we have all been given, and it is the greatest gift we can offer the world. Hope transforms.
influencing the ones that do it best. Oh yeah, started moving with the crew. You got a few, we got a slew. We trying to do what they said that we couldn't do. Oh yeah, I ain't living with regrets. Ain't no limits, ain't no rest. They want money, power, respect. I want more, I wanna be blessed. We want the legacy. We got the hope and we bring in the remedy. Working it steadily. We want the glory. We want the blessing. If I do it, I'ma do it for the glory. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna do it for me. Kill it every day up in the morning. It's a blessing, so I do it for the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, you know I do it for the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, ay, when I do it, yeah, I do it for the glory. For the real, I know how they used to feel. Now I'm here up in the field, making these moves, making these deals. I make something out of nothing. I ain't bluffing, no discussion. Look at the numbers, I've been hustling. Little rough around the edges, still I made it though. Still I just been laying low. Man, I just feel grateful though. I know where I come from, man, I ain't alone. Yeah, and I feel so blessed, too blessed to be stressed. And I'm with the day unos, they don't ride to the death. We got the legacy, we got the hope, and we bring in the remedy. Working it steadily. We want the glory, we want the glory. If I do it, I'ma do it for the glory. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna do it for me. Kill it every day up in the morning. It's a blessing, so I do it for the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, you know I do it for the glory. Ay, the glory. Ay, ay, when I do it, yeah, I do it for the glory.
I applied to the Hope Forward program mainly like on a whim, but what really made me interested in it and like what interested my whole family in it, it's generosity based, and that is not something that you will ever find in higher ed.
A scholarship is more like, I see you've earned this, you did academics well, you're really good at sports, like I'm just gonna give you this money, and you'll lose it if you don't meet a certain criteria. And the Hope Forward gift is saying, we're gonna give it to you with the expectation that you're gonna turn around and be generous to the next generation.
Such a big beauty, and especially to me, about Hope Forward is it's so gospel-centered. I think that's the same with our walk with Jesus, is there's a sense of we are given to give.
It allows me to focus a lot more and really listen to what God wants me to do.
I get to jump into nursing hopefully debt-free because of Hope Forward. If I hadn't received such a wonderful gift of this tuition, I would have to be a lot more tuition focused, whereas I've been given this gift of focusing on the people around me, the experiences around me, and getting to dive deeper into the things in the here and now instead of the how am I going to pay for this later.
I'm going into physical therapy, so that means 3 more years of grad school after Hope, but it's expensive. I was considering the military to pay for undergrad and then obviously graduate school because there was no way I could have done it.
I look at every class as it being a gift because someone is paying for my tuition, so that's all the classes that I'm attending. I focus on what's happening in that class and the gift that I'm given to learn these things.
It serves as a very reminder of what the gospel is so true about, in that we give because we have received first, and I think that has changed my outlook on people. It has changed my outlook on college. It's not just taking, but it also I think has changed my outlook on who I serve and being outward focused.
I didn't have to choose another career that would pay me more and that wouldn't make me as happy into going into social work.
At first, I was just trying to be part of a soccer team, and that was pretty much it. But by being involved in Hope Forward, it allowed me to think, I got into the team, and what's next? Like, how can I give back to this community?
I really like the cohort experience. We always say this, and like I truly believe this, we are one of the most diverse group of students here on campus.
We are definitely very different, and that's really cool to see.
Just the community of Hope Forward and the people that are in it, a small group of people that are all very interested in making a huge difference in the world, and to have those people to go out into the world with.
It's crazy to think, and I would have never thought that I would be sitting in freshman year thinking, oh well, I can't wait to give back to such a program. And I think that is so true to the heart of Hope Forward, is we don't give because we have to. think we give because we want to, and we give because we've been given.
I really want to be able to help support college students. It doesn't feel like a burden in any kind of way. I'm excited about it and show them that generosity that has been shown to me. I want them to go to college debt-free.
So I'll get to jump into my career and just continue to provide for the Hope Forward program to help other students do the same thing.
I think it's just like living in a generosity mindset, right? A lifestyle of generosity. Because Hope Forward has been such a part of my hope journey, I've learned like I can be generous with my time. I can be generous with my financial resources. I can be generous with just listening. Like, it changes the way you live your life. You can be yourself, and it's amazing. It's a mindset shift.
In our popular mythology, revolutions happen in Silicon Valley, right? But no, the revolution happened here.
I think we are starting a revolution. It's coming from a very strong sense of who we are.
It's immediately creating a multi-generational community.
There's something magical happens when you shift from being a payer to being a giver.
Hope Forward has 58 students, I think, today-ish. You know, when we started in '94, we had 47. It's doable. What they're trying to do is doable. Getting people to believe early on is the hardest part.
It has given people a sense of belonging to a cause greater than themselves.
This can happen. This is possible, and we need each of you to be brand ambassadors for this initiative.
We're all aware of the crisis in American education. There are other crises as well that I think are linked to it. The second is the crisis facing our young people, the mental health crisis. And the third crisis is the crisis in our church. And when I look at what is happening here at this school, in this community, I see it as not just addressing the first of those crises, but all three of them.
The students are incredible, and the idea is incredible. Why not 30 years from now, this is the norm?
I've said this a million times, but who better than a place called Hope to run toward things that to the world look hopeless?
My name's Emma Duttmers, and I'm a communications major, and then I'm minoring in environmental studies. I play soccer. The first soccer game of my junior year, I tore my ACL. Our athletic trainer, Annie, was there for me right when it happened, and she was there for me literally every step of the way. That was definitely a huge growing opportunity for me, and it was really hard, but it really pushed me to be a leader with more of my voice because I couldn't lead by example on the field. It definitely made me take a step back and realize how much there's to be grateful for.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to share hope stories of transformational impact.
Sports, like healthcare, requires commitment, teamwork, and excellence. That's why Hope College selected Holland Hospital and Shoreline Orthopedics to provide athletic training and physical therapy for all Hope College athletes. Get the care you deserve. Trust the team that exceeds expectations. The Holland Hospital and Shoreline Orthopedics Sports Medicine Collaborative.
Back here at DeVos, 31-41, and Olivet University leading over DePauw. Olivet, a team 1-6 so far this year, but Jimmer today, they are playing like a team that's primed for MIAA play when they get done with the holiday break. We're here for the Glenn Van Wieren inaugural tournament, of course honoring the 33-year coach as he shakes Coach Hargrave's hand in front of us. And they have a great relationship as well, as Hargraves knows a lot of the members of the staff of this Hope College team. But here,
Hargraves with the count. Yeah, that was a cool moment there. Hargraves and Van Wieren sharing a moment at midcourt. Hargraves, a Calvin grad, and then, as we've noted, Alma head coach for several years and still in the MIAA. A lot of MIAA history with Coach Hargraves.
So we're just about to get this second half action going. And we've said enough here in that first half about how good Connor Skipper has been, the graduate of Zeeland East High School. He's got plenty of family here to our left. What has he got, 15 family members here, Jibber, to watch him?
I can't even count.
Because
wow.
this is 10 minutes away for them. And
a lot of holiday fun for them.
And as they wave over to us with all of his family, as he's had a fantastic game so far today, here with 19 here at DeVos. Patrick Joyce leading things off here for DePauw. Around the corner, that's Jacobs, Washington, Stevenson, Joyce, Lilwitz. Lilwitz, three-point try. He needed that one early. Can't get it to go. Here's Kretschmann going the other way. Kretschmann in traffic for two.
Do it yourself, the big board, and then coast to coast for two.
He ends the half with a layup, begins the second half with another layup. Kretschmann's got 5. Out to Jacobs, three-point try. Needed that one. Rebound brought down.
They really need something. Yep, need something to fall. Don't want to have a start to the first half, or start to the second half like you did the start of the game. So, got to get one of these buckets to fall here at DePauw.
Skipper with a dribble handoff to Kretschmann, and Richardson going to work. There's Hardy for 3. Yeah. Wow. Olivet is hot.
You got 6'10" draining threes. Now you got 6'7", 6'8" draining threes. Wow.
DePauw just totally outmatched from a height standpoint right now. I mean, they can't get the ball to Stevenson. Stevenson isn't able really to guard Skipper. They're just totally overwhelmed. And Washington can't get that one to go. Stevenson gets the board. Jacobs, three-pointer, off the mark. Lilwitz, another offensive rebound. Out to Washington, down to Stevens. Stevenson gets that one to go.
Finally gets a dunk down in that dunker spot against the zone. Yep, Olivet showing the zone once again. Third chance opportunity there for DePauw to get first 2 points of the second half.
So Stevenson, he's got 7 here today, but it's been really quiet. He's 3 for 6 from the field. Hardy down there in the post, dishes out to Richardson, back down to Hardy. Inside-outside game is going to work for them. Hardy with the left. Thank you very much, sir.
That is crafty. Up and under with the offhand.
Down Washington playing that middleman. Lilwitz with too much room as he gets that one to go.
Yeah.
Lilwitz now with 13.
Feed him. Keep going to your score, number 34.
Richardson with space. Gets that one to go. Sorry, Lilwitz actually just 10. That's my bad. But that was a great finish there in the other end by Richardson. Here's down to Washington. Gets it out to Joyce. On the top of the key now. Trying to work through that 2-3 zone, but Joyce gets that one to go. Skip. The other way here, going to work now on Stevenson. Using his strength and his size, almost. Caleb Washington the other way. Lilwitz, cross court to Joyce. Down to Stevenson, trying to work through that 2-3 zone. Washington gets the board. Jacobs, three-pointer. Off the mark. Rebound by Hardy. They had Olivet out of position. They just couldn't get a ball to go down.
Nice chance to cut it to 8. No good.
And here in the house now taking pictures. Glenn Van Wieren, of course, none other than Tom Renner. Does such a fantastic job.
Another Hope legend.
Hope legend, MIAA legend. We're happy to have him in the house here for the Glenn Van Wieren Classic. Kretschmann off the mark. And they're going to get skipped there. Hey, we're starting to call him nicknames. I saw his family, they're all wearing number 50 jerseys that say Skip on the back. So I figured that was my right of way. Call him by his nickname.
Yeah.
Skip
you got
50.
Permission now. Yep. Getting a breather now.
Skip 50. Skip 50 workouts, maybe. That's my call. Just kidding. In the game now, Joe Smith coming in here for Joyce. Richardson here, trying to get the ball down to Hardy. Now it's Finkbeiner at the top of the key. Really trying to go to work on Stevenson, make things hard on him. Hardy, yeah, up and over Stevenson. Stevenson's laughing, shaking his head, because he wants to know, why does this keep happening to me?
Against 40 and 50. Hand up, and sinking shots.
Jacobs cross court. Lilwitz for three.
Wow.
He just keeps going, man.
Lefty, let it go. Keep it going.
Just keeps going.
Yeah, up to 13 now for Lilwitz.
Hardy can't get that one to go. Rebound brought down by Smith. A good move down there by Hardy. Here's Smith trying to knife through traffic. Down to Washington. Washington for two, yeah. Now here for the Comets, that's Braden Wine in the ball game now. Finkbeiner probing. It's out to Hanen. Hanen out. Richardson, three-pointer. And his first three-pointer of the game. No problem for Nate Richardson.
No issues whatsoever.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
He's been awesome today as he's got 15.
2-3 like MJ, up to 15, yep.
I think we'll have to check in with the official scorebook here, because here in DeVos, they got Lilwitz with 13, but we've got 16 in the scorebook. So we'll check with them here when we have a break. But let's stay here a minute and let's break things down. We got 14-18 to play. Okay, 55-44, and Olivet just stays hot.
Yeah, they do. Now Richardson sinking to three, sophomore. Still getting points up. 55, you got a double-digit cushion still, about 6 minutes into the second half. You have like some of these looks from the Tigers on the offensive end. Attacking this zone. I don't think Olivet's going to leave that zone anytime soon. They are getting some good three-point looks. The Tigers are. It's got to have more fall.
And it just kind of seems like, Jimmer, that DePauw, while they're making adjustments by trying to play a little bit quicker, they're just still turning the ball over a lot. And they're just not taking care of the ball at a good enough rate to be able to knife into that lead. You got to expect Olivet, a team that already has 55 points, that they're going to slow down. They can't be able to shoot that well the whole game. But if you're DePauw, I mean, you've got to expect that's going to happen. So in the interim, like, continue to pass the ball well, continue to get open looks, and take care of the basketball.
Taking care of the basketball is so important. We always look at those turnover assist numbers, that assist to turnover ratio, and both teams are turnover prone on the season. 18 a game for Olivet, 16 for DePauw. Got to take care of the ball though.
That's Joe Smith, three-point try, gets it to go.
That is so important. Just get a stop here. Another three ball. We're at a 5-point game, so getting that stop, get another bucket.
They're just trying to stay in it, stay in it. Let's see what the call is here, if that's off ball.
On the entry pass there.
Yeah, they got Caleb Washington there. Like you said, entry pass foul, just a little too many hands in the cookie jar. Here comes Kretschmann. He's going to come in, give Hanen a breather. Aiden Hathaway in there as well. Skip thinking about a three-point try. Picks up his dribble. Top key, good pass down to Hathaway. Ooh, gets it out to Kretschmann, but it's a turnover to Joe Smith. Kunka thought about it, gets it down to Washington. Washington down to Devine. And Devine Anayanu is fouled on the way up.
Clock stop. A couple free throw attempts here, try to cut it to 6.
His first, team's first.
Devine Anayanu here. Kind of been that backup center as he misses the first one. Coach Hargrave's going to take a timeout, talk things over. So let's take a quick break here with 13:27 to go. We'll be right back here with that second half of the free throw there by Devon Anianu.
Yeah, my name is Travis Williams. I'm the CEO of the ODC Network. I graduated from Hope in 1998. I studied biology, and then I also played football. In order to be successful, people really need more than just the academic experience, but they need people to come alongside them and help them, coach them, mentor them. I find that Hope College has just been one of the best examples of being able to do that anywhere.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to help share Hope stories of transformational impact.
Back here at the Vat Van Wieren court, you're watching the Glenn Van Wieren inaugural tournament. Shout out to the Hope College great. We'll be sharing facts about him all weekend long here in this tournament. A fantastic 33-year career. Here's the head coach of Hope College. The miss on the second half of the bonus by Devon Anianu, and it's going to be going the other way. Here's Wickman checked in the ball game. It's Wickman and Braden Wine, Krishman, and then Aiden Hathaway and Skipper in now. Skipper, three-point try. That one's short. Rebound brought down by Washington. Here comes an opening for DePauw, and they turn the ball over. They have had opportunities, and that's going to be an Olivet turnover. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. Here comes Joe Smith now. Dribble handoff to Kunka. Top of the key now to Lilwitz. Round to Joe Smith. Joe Smith driving. Up and under, blocked by Skipper. Nice block there. Defensive effort. Hathaway around. Krishman.
Oh.
Wow.
That's pretty.
Just absolutely cooks the defender for an easy two. That's a nice look by Porter Krishman.
Freshman now with 9. Freshman number 12.
Lilwitz trying to get something to going because he is the only offensive option for DePauw right now.
Yeah.
The Tigers need him. He's got 18.
Yeah, keep giving him the ball. You got 18 on the live stats, yeah?
Yeah.
18 for Lilwitz, wow.
Wickman thought about it. High ball screen now from Skipper. He's got a step. Trying to dish down, gets it out to Skip. Skip going to work on Devine Anianu, and he's blocked. Here comes DePauw, down 8. Nice dish, but in traffic, here's Hathaway. And one on Caleb Washington. Aiden Hathaway just inviting right into the chest of Caleb Washington. He's going to get fouled. I thought that was going to end in a tragic block for him.
You could hear Coach Hargraves telling him all the way, all the way, go to the bucket. Yeah.
And with that rest for Richardson, even bigger for Olivet, because he's going to come back in the ball game with 15. 59-49 here. Richardson checks in, and now I need to see signs of life if you're a Tiger.
Yeah, we've had some of those. Cut it to 8 a few times. I really think this game is far from over. 11:42. That's a lot of ball game left. 10-point game still. It's not 20. So again, a couple stops, couple good offensive possessions. This game, it really could be 4-point game before we know it. So I think Coach Lloyd keep giving that encouragement for the Tigers, because you got more than one half of the second half left. Keep cutting into this lead. I think we got a tight ball game down the stretch.
It absolutely feels like more than far from over. It's just that I need to see signs of life. I need to see you make an adjustment. I need to see these Tigers begin to show, besides Lilwitz, who can put the ball in the bucket. I mean, they've consistently had fits with that 2-3 zone, consistently not been able to attack the basket on Skipper, and just kind of settling for these shots 6 feet out, 8 feet out that don't look comfortable at all.
Yeah. And the energy, too, that's going in Olivet's favor right now from the bench. Sideline action. Yeah.
And you can see an identity forming for Olivet, and that is they want to play spoiler all year. They want to play spoiler in the MIAA. They're a younger team. They start several freshmen and sophomores. I don't think they're scared of anybody. I think they just want to be able to come in and fight and attack and claw their way to wins.
Yeah, no fear from this squad, most definitely.
Jacobs in trouble. There's he's driving with his left, and he's got room to work. Off the mark, Jacobs just has not been able to get going. Adianu's fouled on the way up. I think they're going to get Skipper. Nope. They're going to get Braden Wine on that foul.
His second. Team's second.
Adianu, the front end, he misses.
Adianu now 3 straight misses. You really want to see one of these fall. Not a terrible free throw shooter coming into tonight, 12 of 18 on the season. Hopefully he can get this one.
Another miss by Adianu. And Kunka gets the board. Washington 3-point try. Look good. And another offensive try. Rebound there by DePauw.
Yeah, it's stuff like that. 2 offensive rebounds, Hargraves on Olivet's side going nuts, because it's stuff like that. Again, opportunities to keep coming. If Washington drains that 3, it's an 8-point game, and you really should have had that defensive possession cleaned up going the other way. So I understand the frustration. Even with a double-digit cushion, you really don't want to be getting up those offensive boards, get momentum going DePauw's way.
Stevenson for DePauw checks in the ball game. And as we look ahead, I want to stay tuned with us for this 7 p.m. game. 6-3, Rose-Hulman going to be taking on Hope College. Hope College just 4-5 this year, but a team that has played a couple of tough teams from Wisconsin and Platteville and Whitewater.
Always tough, those Wisconsin schools.
I had a chance to talk to Coach Greg Mitchell this morning as we talked about each of the teams in this Glenn Van Wieren Classic, and he said this Rose-Hulman team, they're having a fantastic year. A program that traditionally has not been that successful. They have a senior in Miles McGowan that he's 67 points shy of a 1,000-point club, and he's a walking double-double. So we're going to see him here at DeVos. I expect him to be one of the players of the weekend, probably all-tournament team by the end of it, but we'll see what happens. And there's Stevenson going to work now.
It's a nice move.
It's been quiet, but he has 9 now. They get that lead back to single digits. Richardson thought about a 3. He's so fast. Gets the defender up in the air. Lee Hardy thought about it too. Almost trapped. They give it up to Finkbeiner. Time expiring now. Hathaway, 2-point try. Almost. Rebound by Kunka.
Capitalize on this. Get a bucket.
Kunka,
here we go.
Cross court. Joe Smith.
Man.
Wow, that was a sweet pass though.
That was. One hand sling. Open shooter in the corner. It's those chances, Matt. I mean, you look at just shooting percentages. What are we now for DePauw? They were just, 33% in that first half. That's not going to win you many ball games. But shots like that, too. If that goes down, it's a 6-point game.
Yeah, DePauw just shooting 34% from the field compared to that's 54.
Get that out of here.
Skied and blocked. Going the other way now for DePauw.
I love that effort. You're down 9, but you know you still, and look at him on this end. Oh, no shot.
Stevenson thought he was going to get an and one there. Let's see where they call that. I think they're going to get that one on the floor.
Yeah. How about the block on D and then Tough move to the bucket. Not an
I'd love
and
to
one,
see a replay of that one if we could. That was an absolutely awesome stuff. And here's Joe Smith checking in now to Stevenson. Around the wing now, Lilwitz, three-point try, almost. There's Kreshman.
This game turns if one of those falls. Another stop, get a three.
Around the top of the wing. It's Hardy. Gets it out to Wickman. Now around the key here. Olivet trying to head up offense. Richardson picks up his dribble. Gets out to Kreshman. Kreshman finishing at the rim. He's been so good at finishing at the rim as he's fouled on his way up.
Yeah, he has. We've seen him drain a three as well, but kind of watches the shot clock. Okay, not much happening in offense. Just got to put your head down, get it to the rack, and he's rewarded now. A couple free throws.
DePauw to add to the Woes 8 of 15 at the free throw line. I mean, you just get more in the range of being a team that's 80% from the free throw line, 75%, and you're only down a couple points at that point. You know, yeah. I mean, you're able to cut this to a 5-6 point lead. You just hit a couple more of your free throws. Kreshman gets both to go. And I like the cut of his jib for the future. I think that he's a guy as a freshman that will continue to turn into a volume scorer. He's strong. He's just young and inexperienced, but he's comfortable shooting and he can finish at the rim well. He can stroke it. Lilwitz, too strong.
He's already 10 a game this freshman season, this campaign. 7 games in, game number 8 tonight, and already putting up double figures per game.
I just think he'll get better and better.
Wow.
As Richardson, holy moly,
he
in
really
traffic.
is something.
That was awesome.
I was just going to say, I'm waiting for another Richardson moment, Matt. There we go.
And they make this free throw here, Richardson. He's got 15 here. Looks like the live stats have him at 17. And with that, make it 18 points to Skipper's 19 first half points. Skipper been quiet this half, but it hasn't mattered because everybody else on Olivet has been getting going. So 18 and 19 there for them. Joe Smith, 3 off the mark. Skipper easily.
That's good work against the zone. Another nice 3-point look. Now we look at the scoreboard. It's a 14-point margin for Olivet. It was just 60-51. We were saying, hey, a 3-ball falls, 6-point game. DePauw cutting into the lead, but and 1 for Richardson on that previous possession, now up to 14.
Now this possession here, 65-51, like you're talking about, could be everything that really puts DePauw in a bad situation. Is now, I mean, they have a lot of work to do here, like I said. Going the other way.
Looking for another Skipper bucket. He had 19 at the half, still on 19.
But he's smart. I mean, he's not trying to force things. He trusts his teammates. He's not trying to force stuff. Olivet forcing another turnover there. Richardson on Lilwitz. Gets it down to Kreshman. Kreshman, Caleb Washington there. Dishes out. Richardson, 3-pointer. Could have been a dagger, but it was short. Joe Smith going the other way.
Yeah, Richardson doesn't shoot the 3 much, just 10 total attempts in the first 7 games of the season.
Oh, and Porter Kreshman with a nice steal, trying to finish at the basket. Fouled on the way up by Smith, just totally picked that one off.
Turnovers, you said it earlier, taking care of the ball. Oh man, that's just not gonna get anything going, of course. The opposite of momentum going forward for DePauw with turnovers like that.
DePauw make that double-digit turnovers for them with 10, and that's been a recipe for stress for Coach Lloyd. And let's take a break here. 7:24 to play. Olivet leads by 14. We'll be right back.
Are you thinking about buying, selling, or refinancing? Your title agency matters, and you have a choice. Lighthouse Title started in Holland, Michigan more than 20 years ago and has grown to over 45 locations. We are proud to be local in these communities. Visit Lighthouse Title for more information and use our online widget Louis the Lightkeeper to chat with someone today about how we can help you close on your new home.
Back at DeVos Fieldhouse, the Glen Van Wieren Classic 65-51. And Olivet already outscored what their average is on the season, 59.3 points a game for them. Fifth fewest, I looked up that stat, Jimmer, fifth fewest points scored in NCAA Division III for them. But it's not mattering tonight because if it's Skipper, if it's Richardson, they've combined for 37 tonight. Now Kreshman, he's adding in 11 and he's at the free throw line to make it 13 possibly. Misses the first.
Yeah, it's a tournament like this, a classic like this Glen Van Wieren one we're in right now, the GVW Classic, that can really turn around a season. You get a victory tonight, number 2 on the season, and then tomorrow see what happens, but you can come out of this before Christmas with a huge boost that can really change a season, some of these holiday tournaments going into the new year.
Olivet crushing DePauw in the paint, 28 points to 14 in the point. Kreshman almost stole that one again. Just going to get a late foul. But a great effort by Kreshman there. I think that's his third foul on Kreshman, but they're going to keep him in the ball games. They need him here. Up 15 with 7 to play. Joyce here driving. I'm curious too to see for the remainder of this tournament with DePauw playing Hope tomorrow and Stevenson can't get that one to go. Trying to get his own rebound. Here's Richardson. I mean, with them playing Hope tomorrow, if Hope does the 2-3 zone look because it's given him so many fits. Kreshman, strength.
Yeah, he's feeling it this half. 14 now for the freshman.
Or on the other end of things, Jimmer, does Hope just want to play him straight up, man to man, and just trust their guys, or do they want to go this 2-3 look? Because I think it's been effective for Olivet because of their twin towers in Hardy and Skipper.
See right there, that's where you got to get it, right there at the top of the key. Free throw, get some action going. A little bit too late now to really say, okay, 17-point deficit now for DePauw. Get these couple free throws to fall, a few stops. Again, power the 3 ball. This could be a sub 10-point deficit before we know it. But you gotta, we've seen a lot of these shots. Easier looks too, just not fall for the Tigers. And when you're shooting under 40%, again, how many ball games are you gonna win? Hey, 6:19 left. A few stops again, a few 3 balls. Get this game close.
Down 15 now. We got 6:16 and counting. Go. Here's Richardson being guarded by Joyce. So fast, so comfortable. He's got 20 now.
It's unguardable.
He's just so quick. I mean, like you said, he's undersized. He's not extremely strong, but he's so quick, and he's got so many moves in his bag.
He does. He's crafty. We've seen the spin moves, the fadeaways, up and unders. With that quickness, he's truly just a hooper. Like, he drives, he knows where guys are, he's comfortable with it. Skipper, bad look there. It's been quiet this half. Lilwitz out to Joyce. Joyce trying to beat Richardson off the dribble. And one try there by Stevenson. So we look at this roster here. All right, for Olivet, when I'm talking about them playing spoiler, they start a freshman and Kreshman, sophomore Richardson, sophomore and Hardy, sophomore and Skipper. They got 3 years of this team. Yeah.
Hargraves has got to be pretty excited about what the future of that roster can be, especially with the way they're playing right now. Now DePauw, not an overly competitive team, and Olivet will struggle in the MIAA, but like you said, if they can play spoiler this year, they can get better, That's a team that by senior year is going to be really hard to beat.
Yeah, you keep this group together, committed to the program. let's just say it like it is. It's been a tough go for Hargraves at Olivet, but like you said, this young starting five and what we're seeing tonight, wow, you keep this group together, find some nice wins this season in MIAA play, and it's going to be exciting, the future for Olivet basketball.
Nice pass down to Freshman on the cut. And Coach Lloyd could see it from miles away. But nobody else on the court could see him cutting. He's got 16 now. The freshman is just a scoring wizard. Cross court, Lilwitz. Yep, gets it to go. Lilwitz got 21 now. So that's going to be a timeout there by Olivet.
Yeah, he's been a spark for the Tigers. Cuts it to 13 there. Now we're under 5. How feasible is this? Odds aren't really in DePauw's favor, but
it's possible. I've seen worse. I remember 2014 NCAA tournament, Michigan down 12 to Florida. That was a 3 seed versus a 4 seed. Michigan down 12 with 2:18 to play.
2:18.
And Trey Burke hit a 28-footer, tie the ball game. That's a game they win. Oh, not against Florida. I'm sorry. That was Jeff Withey's Kansas team. Oh, Jeff Withey's Kansas team. It's 2013. The 2013 year was when Michigan was a 4 seed. They lost in the championship to Louisville.
Hey,
Peyton Siva's team.
Check this guy's knowledge right now, everybody at home.
Okay, so I said 2013, and this was in the Elite 8 game. No, yeah, Elite 8 game. Because then to get to the Final Four, it was, against, I don't know, let's get back to this actually. Florida
Michigan
was the next
basketball history against the Gators.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's plenty of time for DePauw to
all that
win
stupid
this game.
rant to say there's plenty of time. Here's Whitman. Finkbeiner out to Richardson with time expiring. Can't get it to go. Finkbeiner gets the board.
That's hard for DePauw to not get that board going the other way.
As you're fighting, you're clawing, letting time expire. Maybe get the hands into Krishman's hands. That's a Hardy. Time expiring, 3-point try. That one's short. And there, Lilwitz able to get the rebound. We got fans filing into DeVos here for the 7 p.m. game. Starting to fill up now.
I'd like to see a screen for Lilwitz on the perimeter. Oh, my.
And Kunka just ill-advised pass there by Kunka.
Timeout on the floor. Immediate timeout.
So that'll be immediate timeout. So we'll take that last break here, and then we'll try and finish out this game here at DeVos with 3:43 to play.
My name's Emma Duttmers, and I'm a communications major, and then I'm minoring in environmental studies. I play soccer. The first soccer game of my junior year, I tore my ACL. Our athletic trainer, Annie, was there for me right when it happened, and she was there for me literally every step of the way. That was definitely a huge growing opportunity for me, and it was really hard, but it really pushed me to be a leader with more of my voice because I couldn't lead by example on the field. It definitely made me take a step back and realize how much there's to be grateful for.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to share hope stories of transformational impact.
Back here at DeVos, 59-72. Olivet is the one that's leading here in the Glenn Van Wieren Classic. And DePauw is now in survival mode, trying to put on that full court press. See if they can make things tough on Olivet. Force some turnovers here. Here's Richardson now. Dribble handoff. Freshman was turned over by Jacobs. Jacobs just been really quiet offensively. Something we weren't expecting. He's just got 4 here today. Lilwitz been carrying them with 21.
Yeah, Jacobs in just his 5th game of the season. Back. Started 2 of those first 4 games he was back. Yeah, 15 a game in the 4 games he's played. Number 24 for the Tigers.
So an Olivet turnover there. DePauw gonna need a bucket.
Have to have
Olivet's
one.
here driving, trying to dish down to Jacobs. Out Joyce for 2. Fouled on the way up by Kretschmann. We're going to get Aiden Hathaway is checking in the ball game now here. See if he checks in for.
That is his 4th. Team's 7th.
Joyce at the free throw line. The first one is an air ball.
Entering the lineup for the Comets, number 14, Aiden Hathaway.
Joyce here played 22 minutes, just 6 points today. He's 2 for 3 from 3, and that makes it 7 there. Rose Holman now looking on. They're gonna,
yeah, that's something that
they're gonna get.
Can happen. The offensive fouls. Yep.
So there we go by Lee Hardy, and that's going to open things up here for DePauw. So Olivet still not entirely disciplined, making a few mistakes, keeping things open-ended now. 72-60. Like I said, Rose Holman looking on here. That's a team led by the senior Miles McGowan. It's been awesome. A walking double-double for them. Hope College trying to get healthy. Caleb Washington hits the 3, breaks it down to 9. We got under 3 to play.
Washington, no hesitation with that launch. Gets it go.
Skipper now. Dribble driving, trying to get it out. Now to Finkbeiner. Finkbeiner guarded by Kunka from LaGrange, Illinois. Here's Richardson down to Skipper. Skipper guarded by Washington. Yeah, going to work on him. He's fouled on the way up. Trying to get on the board here in the second half.
Yeah, looking for his first points of the second half after a 19-point outburst in the first stanza.
I got shooter. You're pitching, Brady. Brady, you're pitching.
Skipper gets that one to go, so he's got 20 now.
Solid free throw shooter as well, the 6'10" sophomore. He is over 80% from the free throw line.
There's Evan Hanen in the ball game now. Hanen, the junior from Burton, Michigan. And Skipper gets that one to go as well. 63-74. DePauw needing a bucket here this possession.
Oh man,
Kretschmann,
has been reading
another
that.
steal. Richardson trying to control his body, can't get it to go. There's Joyce out in transition now. Here's Jacobs. Skipper, good defense.
Quick bucket though for the Tigers. You need that.
So down 9 now. Tigers trying to put some pressure on him. Force a turnover. They try and get this shot clock down, not force anything too bad. There's Hanen driving.
Yeah, will this end in a back-breaking possession or good thing for DePauw? Let's see.
Here's Richardson for 2. Yeah.
Back-breaking it is. That
and
is
you see the
so
exhale,
tough.
the visible exhale from DePauw's coaching staff over there.
Oh.
Jacobs now, 3-point try, doesn't go. Kretschmann gets the board.
Yeah, take clock now. Olivet, take your time. Get this. Try to get this right under a minute. Yeah.
Kuka's going to get called for the foul. Up 11 here, so it's all but wrapping up here as Finkbeiner gets the free throw line and back-breaking bucket there by Richardson. Richardson 22, Skipper with 21, and of course Kretschmann added 16 It's 16 points there. Jimmer, this Olivet team really outkicked their coverage today as they played some really good basketball.
Yeah, they're going to probably get to the 80 mark here in points. Talked about them being one of the lowest scoring teams in Division III in the nation. And I'm going to say it again, impressive showing from the Comets. Love that Kretschmann anticipation too. We've seen that handful of times now tonight from the zone, him reading that cross-court pass.
And you can see Coach Hargraves was shouting his number a lot defensively. It seems like they've had lots of conversations about what their plans are defensively. Washington, another late 3. So Olivet down 10. I'm sorry, up 10. here with 1:09 to play.
Keeping some hope alive. 15 now for Washington.
But you can tell Coach Hargraves had conversations with Kretschmann about some of that anticipation that he's working on defensively, but a lot of times where he is positioned defensively, like he would yell at him, he would yell, Porter, Porter, anytime that he was too far out on the wing, when he wanted him playing a little bit more down in that 2-3, trying to guard that entry pass lane, instead of feeling like he's got to be so far out on the perimeter for a shooter.
Well, it's got to be fun as a coach to guide someone like Kretschmann, who's already given you roughly 30 minutes a game his first season in college basketball, and we've seen a lot from him tonight. The lefty with the strength going to the bucket, doesn't shoot a whole lot of threes, but he doesn't need to right now as we see, okay, his development, what's it going to look like over 4 years in a Comets uniform? He's got 16 tonight, really strong showing from the freshman.
Right, and like I said about this Olivet team, Jimmer, they're a team who now you got to keep your eye on them. Those three sophomores and the freshman and Kretschmann, I mean, they are not to be fooled around with come the next 3 years. I think this year they're still going to struggle, as they look to move to 2-6 potentially after this game. We don't know until the clock hits 0, but as things wrap up, I mean, you got to think that they're going to be somebody to be messed with. That's off the foot of Patrick Joyce, so it will stay.
It's maybe one you'd love to have some review at this level.
Yeah.
Just throw a challenge out there and see if that was off Richardson.
No kidding. But here they get it into Finkbeiner now. Holding the ball, trying to hold the clock out. He just kind of throws the ball, and it's going to be off of Kunka, so it will stay Olivet basketball. Lilwitz back in the ball game now. Ball in now, Skipper open to Wickman. Gets that 2 to go.
Yeah, just saw some confusion, some scrambling there from DePauw. It's like, I don't know about this defense.
That's in the ball game now for DePauw. That's a new sub we haven't had yet, as Kunka gets that one to go. Owen Goddard, the junior from St. Louis. So early foul there. Kunka gets that 3 to go. They're going to check Washington back in the ball game for defense.
He said St. Louis. I gotta say, go Cardinals.
Go Cardinals.
I was a big Cardinals fan myself. Grew up in St. Louis.
Arenado wants to block the trade to the Astros.
He did block a trade. We'll see how much longer he's affiliated with St. Louis.
Oh, you don't think? You don't think he's?
I think trade talks will continue, and I would not be surprised if Nolan Arenado is not in a Cardinals uniform for the 2025 season.
I like him a lot as a player. The only thing I would hate is if he ends up being a Yankee or a Met.
Yeah.
Or a Dodger. But
I think he wants to go to the Dodgers. I think he does. He's a California guy.
Can't blame him. Yeah, he's from that part. From
that's
Coronado,
baseball talk,
California. Yeah. Kunka, 3-point try, gets it to go.
MLB talk for you on this Friday night in Holland, Michigan at the Glenn Van Wieren Classic.
As this one wraps up here, 81-74. Looking ahead to this next game, Rose-Hulman and Hope College taking on each other here on DeVette Van Wieren Court in the Glenn Van Wieren Classic.
Have you seen crazier things, though? Let's say miss free throws, get it down, quick 3, 4-point game, say 25 seconds to go. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, it's 3 possessions, but if they miss, still 3 possessions.
Yeah.
Tracy
Until
McGrady did
the final
crazy.
buzzer sounds.
Yeah.
Those are big free throws, though. Big hits there from Hathaway.
4 possessions might be too many, but it's, definitely still possible. Yeah, I love to see all these fans file in here, Hope College, here for the 7 p.m. game. Obviously, the students are all on break.
Oh, my goodness.
Chance for a 4-point play.
The worst thing.
That's the worst thing you can do. And now I'm having flashbacks of Michigan on Tuesday night against Jeremiah Fears. And they fouled him. He got 4-point play.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Stopping the clock. Could be a 4-point play. Yep.
Up 3. The 4-point play late in the games, I mean, it's almost as bad as when you drop the football on the 1-yard line.
It's here as DePauw. You want to figure out quick where your stat guy's telling you, who do we follow here? Who do we foul after this free throw? Get the worst free throw shooter. Try to get the worst free throw shooter at the line for Olivet.
Six-point game. Chance to make it a 5-point game.
Ooh.
Thought he was going to get that. Skip wants to get fouled because he's 80% at the free throw line. And they're going to get Kunka on that foul.
That is his 5th.
He's just got to make one of these probably.
Yeah, you just want to get to the finish line. Here is Olivet. Get the second victory of the season.
Coach Hargreaves continuing to coach, continuing to teach his freshman Kretschmann, talking through things with him. Skipper gets that first one to go. Misses the second. There's Washington here.
Shoot it.
Almost fouled him again. Didn't, and here's Richardson. Oh. As time expires here, I was watching the deliberation between the ref and Coach Lloyd here.
Yeah, he really wanted a foul on the shot. He wants to see Lewitz at the line.
So 84-77, that's going to be the final here at Olivet. So talking through here at the handshake line. So these games tomorrow, Rose-Hulman versus the University of Olivet will be the 1 p.m. game. DePauw will be back here tomorrow, 3 p.m. to take on Hope College. Hope College obviously playing Rose-Hulman now at 7 p.m. So we're going to take a little bit of a break. That game will be here about a half hour. We'll get that game started, maybe a little bit less for that tip-off here for the second game. But tomorrow, Rose-Hulman Olivet will be that 1 p.m. game. DePauw at 3 p.m. against Hope College. As we continue the Glenn Van Wieren Classic, we'll continue to share tidbits all weekend long about the great coach, 33 years tenured at Hope College. But that will do it here for this broadcast. Thank you so much for listening. We will see you at 7 p.m. We'll get back on this broadcast about 25 minutes. Thank you.